Okay, so I was scrolling on my social media kanina looking for something na pwede kong gawa ng video. And I saw this post. Okay, so there's this photo of Kylie Versosa. Okay, so si Kylie Versosa is of course a sikat na model and a beauty queen, di ba? And she is also very popular sa mga reels, di ba? Sa TikTok din ata. Basta she is a social media star. Nag-aartista rin pala siya, di ba? She had movies and TV shows, I think. And eto ang kaya siya nasa balita ay dahil meron siyang pinost sa kanyang, I suppose, Instagram. She was commenting on Filipinos body shaming her. Okay, so mga body shamers ang kanyang pinapatamaan o kanyang ina-address sa post. Okay, so it's sad to see many Filipinos judging their own. You guys make it hard to appreciate home. Okay, so before we continue, kasi itong si Kylie Versosa pina-follow ko sa ano yun sa IG. I think she's had mental health problems before kasi meron siyang isa pang account called Mental Health Matters. So parang advocacy niya yun, yung mental health, mental wellness. I'm not commenting here to put judgment on her. She is obviously a very beautiful woman who's out of my league, way beyond my league, in terms of stature, in terms of looks, diba? But I think there are other issues here other than the body shaming part. 'Di ba, lagi kong sinasabi kasi dito sa TPKP, ang isang gusto kong dinidiscuss ay yung mga nuance ng mga bagay-bagay. And I think there's a lot of nuance here in this issue and in the idea of body shaming. So this is not gonna be a personal thing with Kylie Versosa, Miss Kylie Versosa. It's just that she's the one who presented the opportunity for people like me to comment on. Okay? So let's go. Okay, may article sila at basahin natin kung ano yung kanyang post. And well, as you can see, she's still attractive, but the thing with Kylie kasi is she had known to be I suppose you can say a sex symbol already kasi yung mga post niya sa Instagram, yung mga reels niya, talagang napaka sexy niya talaga doon. She is ridiculously sexy, ridiculously attractive. Kumbaga, she won the genetics lottery of beauty. Yung beauty standards na pinapangarap ng madaming babae, nasa kanya lahat. Height, bone structure, pretty face, lahat. Okay? And also, kasi tingnan ko yung ibang mga photos niya before. This is a photo. These are photos of her. I think during the Miss International competition that she won. And as you can see, balingkinitan yung katawan niya. Hindi siya mataba, hindi siya wala siyang masyadong baby fats talaga. Toned ang kanyang physique. And her face is yung face medyo meron siyang slight chubby cheeks that makes her face rounder, much rounder than right now, 'di ba? Kasi ngayon very pronounced yung kanyang jawline. Well, gradually nag-iba-iba. I don't know kasi the thing with ito kasi the thing with their her line of celebrity, yung galing siya sa beauty pageant world eh, 'di ba? And yung mga Instagram, TikTok stars, I don't know. I don't know her personally, of course, but I suppose she would be familiar with the things that her Hollywood counterparts are doing, 'di ba? And syempre yung mga trendsetters, especially in the pageant world, kasi kahit matagal na siyang nanalo, I think she would still be active in that space. I don't know. Di ko alam. Ah, but, tingnan natin. Kasi minsan nai-invite pa rin sila dun sa ano, eh, sa mga circles na yun, eh. Katulad ni Megan Young, she was, invited to host recently, 'di ba? So, I don't know, maybe that is, still, one of the gigs na ginagawa ni Kylie Verzosa. And now, eto, uh she is let's use the word complaining, 'di ba? Complaining na I suppose we can assume that she is irked or yung mga comments na ng mga netizens patungkol sa kanyang katawan, pointing out how skinny she is. And eto yung mga comments nila, marami na naman talaga na ano na nakaka-dishearten. Especially if you are a woman, probably used to being called beautiful at least by strangers, 'di ba? In public space. I don't know about her private life kasi magkaiba 'yun eh. Minsan may mga sobrang ganda na sa bahay nila sinasabihan silang pangit, 'di ba? And iba rin yung sarili mo na there are extremely attractive Hollywood stars or kahit dito sa atin, extremely attractive people who never saw themselves beautiful. May mga ganun. Kasi meron nga sila mga childhood traumas, mental health problems, low self-esteem, mga ganyan. Madaming dahilan. Basta hindi sila naniniwala na maganda sila kahit lahat na ng taong nakapaligid sa kanila tells them otherwise. I suppose based dun sa mga nakakausap ko when these people are kahit maganda sila, 'di ba? Kahit madaming humahanga sa kanila, 'di ba? Na parang ang dami ng followers sa Instagram, they are notorious for their beauty. Pag meron sila nung trauma and they were reminded by other people, the people that she is used to hearing praises from, tapos biglang all of a sudden hindi na yun ang sinasabi nila, it could bring back a lot of that trauma nga and matindi yung epekto sa kanila. So, pag nakabasa sila ng ganito, parang babagsak na siya sa anorexic, 'di ba? Too dry. OMG, anong nangyari sa body niya? Parang hindi naman normal tingnan now kesa before. BBL gone wrong. BBL, alam mo yun yung sa puwet eh, 'di ba? Yung butt lift, parang Brazilian butt lift nga siguro. And paano naman nasabi na BBL gone wrong? Dahil bagsak yung ano, I don't know. I never noticed if she had anything done with her butt. I think her butt looks amazing based on these older photos, 'di ba? I think the pinakang difference at kasi nakikita ko yung mga posts ni Kylie. Most of them sa stories, 'di ba? Ang dami niyang mga posts sa ano eh, sa Instagram and actually ang dami niyang ano eh, thirst post eh. Pag tinignan mo yung mga reels niya, ah talaga naman you would at least for me I find her extremely attractive. I think she is one of the sexiest celebrities around. Pero nung nakita ko 'to nung isang araw, kailan ba? Medyo na-shock din ako. Parang, si Kylie ba talaga 'yan? 'Di ba? She was kinda, uh, well, she had already been, skinny, 'di ba? Pero this is the first time that I saw her, this skinny, okey? And, well, eto, let's just go back to dun sa reply ni Kylie, dun sa kanyang sinabi dito sa mga yung clapback niya. Yan, ito pa yung mga sinabi, "OMG, what happened? Gawa ba yang balakang niya? Anorexic na, kaloka. Mukha ka ng may sakit." Tapos, "I don't know you guys, just flock here and leave mean comments. Leave Kylie alone." Meron namang nag-defend sa kanya. So, eto, nag-reply siya dito sa nag-defend sa kanya. And she said, "Thank you. I'm perfectly healthy and happy. I eat healthy and I take good care of my health. It's sad to see so many Filipinos judging their own. I'm super proud to come from here, but you guys make it hard to appreciate home." Okay, we're far behind and yet we are still commenting on other people's bodies. It's never okay. I hope you guys are okay and just focus on yourselves and your own personal growth and well-being. Being kind to one another will always be in. Okay, that I agree. Being kind to one another will always be in. Um but on her other comments, we would have a few reactions, okay? So, dito sinabi niya na, it's sad to see many Filipinos judging their own. Kumbaga, we're far behind. Bakit ganon? So, sinasabi niya, we're far behind and yet we are still commenting on other people's bodies. I don't think sa Pilipinas lang nangyayari yan. 'Di ba? And so, blaming it on Filipinos, I don't see the relevance of it. I see the, alam mo yun, the annoyance. I see sabihin na nating anger, yung distraught na hatid noong mga comments na ganyan para sa kanya. And I understand it. Kumbaga, she is allowed to feel hurt. She's allowed to feel defensive. I think it's fine. But putting the blame on Filipinos when I think every every race, every nation, every country na mapuntahan mo, may mga magbabody shame. I don't think that is right, 'di ba? I suppose there are countries in Europe na wala talagang pansinan, 'di ba? Wala may mga bansa kasi especially in Europe talagang hindi sila nagpapansinan eh. Kahit yung mga kapitbahay, wala silang pakialam talaga. Pag namansin ka, weirdo ka. Ganun pa ang dating. Pero kultura nila 'yun, 'di ba? Kultura nila 'yun. I bet kahit hindi sila nagpapansinan in person, 'di ba, they won't recognize na maghahay sila sa isa't isa. I bet in the privacy of their homes, they are still gossiping about their neighbors. And also, okay, kumbaga they don't bother you, pero at the same time, they don't care about you. 'Di ba? Kasi may mga ibang kultura na kahit ginugulpi ka na, hindi ka pa rin papansinin eh. That would be a trade-off. So, gusto mo ba 'yun? 'Di ba? Maybe, baka pwedeng gusto mo 'yun. But for me, yung pagiging usisero, pagiging chismoso ng mga Pilipino, I think it's only a product of yung intimacy ng ating society, the intimacy of our people, yung wanting to belong with the group, with the barangay. I think we have that keeps us united. But then the trade-off would be nosy neighbors, 'di ba? Mga chismosa, mga marites. Kasi hindi ka naman magiging marites kung wala kang paki, eh, 'di ba? Hindi naman ibig sabihin lahat may magkakapantay ng paki. Pero kailangan mo yung paki para maging marites ka, 'di ba? pag wala ng marites sa Pilipinas, ibig sabihin wala na ring paki yung mga tao sa isa't isa. So, gusto mo rin ba yun? 'Di ba? So, kasi yung pagiging body shamer, isang form ng ano eh, ng pagiging marites lang yan eh. 'Di ba? Paano ka magiging paano ka magiging interesado na magkomento sa katawan ng isang tao? Usually naman parang mang-iintriga ka, either mang-aasar ka. Gano'n. And also it happens online, at the safety of your anonymity, at the safety of your keyboard, yung, screen mo lang, 'di ba? So, 'yun. But, again, I think, for most countries kasi I don't think majority yung mga kultura na walang paki, eh. I think mas madami pa rin yung kultura na may paki ang, mga tao sa isa't isa. It's just a matter of levels, 'di ba? So kahit sa US, sa kanila nga unang nanggaling yung body shaming na term eh, 'di ba? So may body shamers din dun. Hindi lang dito may body shamers, kahit sa UK, kahit sa iba. Doon sa mga parting ano eh, mga Netherlands, dun yung dun lang yung mga walang paki talaga eh, 'di ba? Kasi kultura nila 'yun, 'di ba? And some other parts in Northern Europe, mga magkakapareha sila doon. Pero I think for the most part ng South America, ng Africa, especially here in Southeast Asia, 'di ba? May pakit talaga tayo sa isa't isa. I don't know about Japan, 'di ba? Minsan may wala silang paki sa isa't isa eh. Sa Korea din ata, hindi ko sure. Pero dito sa atin, mga marites tayo dito. Pero may paki tayo sa isa't isa. So, 'di ba? So kahit may mga ano, katulad ko, mataba ako, 'di ba? Although hindi ako masyadong naglalabas kaya hindi ako nababody shame, 'di ba? I'm just talking about the nuance of this issue, this body shaming. Because I think there is a culture related dun sa issue na to, and that as I acknowledge that it is very annoying. I acknowledge that it could be hurtful. Some people could be extremely rude na talaga namang alam mo yun, yung mga walang preno talaga magsalita. Ang payat-payat mo, mukha ka lang, o kaya mukha ka lang bangkay, mga ganun, 'di ba? And kung meron kang mental health problem at saka I don't know kung meron kang body issues. There's a I'm not saying may ganito si Kylie Versosa ha. I'm just saying na merong mga tao na merong body dysmorphia na parang hindi nila gusto yung kung anong itsura nila, 'di ba? Yung mga anorexic, mga bulimic, 'di ba? Mga kahit anong tingin nila sa salamin, kahit ang payat na nila, tingin pa rin nila eh mataba sila, 'di ba? So it has something to do with their mental condition already, in their mind, and they're gonna need professional help. But then again, being in the public space, it would be very hard for somebody like Kylie to avoid this, 'di ba? Yung mga body shamers. And ito sabi naman niya, she's healthy and happy and she eats healthy, 'di ba? And take very good care of her health, which is true kasi ano siya eh. Alam ko gym buff siya eh. At least yun ang pinapakita niya dun sa mga post niya, mga reels niya. Madami siyang mga workout videos eh. Ayan oh, katulad nito na parang thirst post nga yung mga ano diyan eh. yung mga gym videos niya, nasan ba yun? Meron akong nakitang gym video na dati eh. Nasan ba yun? Hanapin natin. Nasan yun? Lampas na yata. Ay, ito. Ito na. I remember seeing this on my stories, 'di ba? Uh, well, yung legs niya is medyo pumapayat na rin siya diyan, 'di ba? She's still very hot, 'di ba? She's still very hot. You wouldn't say na ano na I wouldn't call this yung ganyang payat na ano na tawag doon, anorexic. I don't think she looks anorexic. Pero dito sa photo na 'to, maybe it's just an unflattering angle. Maybe it's just a bad photo, hindi magaling yung kumuha, 'di ba? It could be that. Or maybe she's she has really lost even more weight. Okay, but uh at the end of the day, I really have no say about Kylie Versosa's physique. She is probably way more healthier than I am. Well, I'm sure she is, 'di ba? I just hope yung mga mental health, if still has mental health issues, I hope they are well managed and overcome already. Yun. I don't know how to end this, but naalala ko lang, no? Meron akong nakitang balita sa Hollywood na mga pumapayat din. Okay, meron kasi silang ano meron silang drug na ginagamit na uso sa Hollywood. Okay? Ginagamit ni na Oprah and kaya ang payat ni Oprah ngayon, 'di ba? Kasi umiinom siya noong actually hindi pala umiinom. Nagpapaturok siya ng hindi yan, Ozempic, 'di ba? Yun nga lang, yung Ozempic kasi, ayan o, 'di ba? Madaming Hollywood personalities ang gumagamit ng Ozempic for weight loss. Ni-research ko yung Ozempic. It is actually a drug for type 2 diabetes patients. Okay, so it regulates the blood sugar. So pang may diabetes yun. And the people without diabetes are taking it for weight loss purposes. And it seems like it's effective, 'di ba? Ito, makikita mo naman. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying gumagamit ng ganito si Kylie, ha? Hindi ko sinasabing gano'n ang ginagawa niya. Naalala ko lang because of her story. And sakto lang na eto si Kim Kardashian, meron siyang Brazilian butt lift, naalala ko ulit. 'Di ba? So ito yung utol ni Kim Kardashian eh. Ito Khloe Kardashian. So nagpapapayat sila and ang gamit nila ay yung Ozempic. Yun nga lang, merong mga there is this thing called Ozempic face. Yan, Ozempic face. And actually medyo controversy sa kanila yan kasi nagkakaubusan ng Ozempic dahil may mga gustong magpapayat na wala namang diabetes, 'di ba? Na nagpapaturok noon, 'di ba? So ang nangyayari, nauubusan yung mga tunay na may kailangan ng Ozempic and they're saying na eto nga yung Ozempic face, tumatanda ka lalo. Kumbaga mabilis daw yung pagtanda. Yun daw ang isang side effect ng Ozempic. Magkakaroon ka ng Ozempic face. Ito na yung mukha ni Jessica Simpson ngayon. So, meron na siyang Ozempic face, nagkakaroon siya kasi nababawasan yung fats ng mukha. And the fats ng mukha, mga baby fats diyan, yun ang nagbibigay ng youthful look sa mukha ng tao, 'di ba? So, pag nawala yun, magmumukhang lulubog yung mga yung cheeks mo, yung jaw mo, 'di ba? So, and usually Nangyayari 'yun 'pag, matanda ka na, eh, kasi nawawala nga yung mga fats. Merong isang procedure na ilaliposuction yung taba dito sa apparently merong taba dito sa pisngi. Deep inside the parang nasa ilalim ng muscle, meron dun. So 'pag tinanggal 'yun, magiging ganito yung pisngi mo, nakagano'n, lulubog. So ayan, teka tingnan natin kung may gano'n yung iba. Eto 'di ba, I don't know kung ganyan. Nalimutan ko anong tawag dun, eh. Tingnan nga natin 'to, ito pa yung Ozempic face, eh. Plastic surgeons warn Ozempic face has taken over Hollywood. Oh, 'di ba? Sino 'to? Jessica Simpson, Scott Disick. Ito si ano, si John Goodman. Pero si John Goodman mukha namang tumanda lang at pumayat. I don't know, maybe baka may type 2 diabetes siya kasi mataba si John Goodman eh. Ano naman kailangan niya? Naging ano lang, naging effect lang yung pagpayat, 'di ba? Pero ginagamit ni na Oprah yan. Eto, yan yung itsura ng Ozempic. Actually, parang gumawa ako ng storyboards yata niyan. Hindi ko na maalala. Ito yung itsura ni Jessica Simpson dati. Makita mo yung face niya, di ba? 2000, 2020. 2020. Ito si Sharon Osbourne. Anyway, yun lang. Ito, naalala ko dahil dun sa tumatanda daw. Ito, hindi ko rin sinasabi na nag-Ozempic si si Heart Evangelista. Naalala ko lang talaga. Pero may nakita akong balita na napagkamalang 50 years old si Heart Evangelista nung mga YouTubers, 'di ba? And I don't know, siguro mas maganda kung sa Sausawan podcast na lang natin pag-usapan 'yan kasama si Chris Bacula para mas masaya, 'di ba? Siguro discuss din natin itong si Kylie Versosa, among other things. Actually pang Sausawan podcast talaga 'tong topic na 'to, eh. Pero dahil wala akong magawa ngayon, pero for sure madaming input si Chris sa paksa na ito. Okay. So, isang tingin pa kay Kylie Versosa. Kylie Versosa, mahal na kita. Paalam, paalam.